Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to continue to take a look at the scenario where everything goes perfect for the purple team. So yeah, in the last video we did Ninja Civilization playthrough again. It went really well, so thank you guys for that. And a series pretty soon is coming on Age of History, so stay tuned for that. But today we're going to continue this because I kind of want to end it. I actually enjoy making these episodes. So yeah, in the last episode, we saw the outbreak of the Cold War between Hibernia, which is the squares, and we got Gold Ukraine, which are the circles. So yeah, we'll see this happening, and yeah. So what will happen first? It's that Rome will rebuild, and they will recover, and from the World War II, and they will invade the Dark Red Country. What will happen is that they make a deal with France, which I might have them already join the squares, but I don't know. Well, the Catalonia is joining them, but like Green France, yeah, they're actually going to. Even if I said that they were joining the squares, they're joining the circles, apparently, because they want to recover some lost land. This leads to Brittany joining the squares. Yeah, Brittany joins the squares. Yeah, Austria will decide to stay neutral. Yeah. See, actually, very weak Norway, not doing anything. They're focusing on the rebuilding themselves. We see Finland thinking about to join the squares, not yet though. And then we see more exploration happening. As we see this happening. Yeah, red archangels can this blue country expand a bit. They become very important. And yeah, then we see the pink team actually doing a good move because yeah, they didn't really expand in a bit. And then we see this, which becomes a new country. This will be the new country. Say hi to them. They want to be peaceful. They don't want to hurt anyone. So yeah, then we actually see this happening. Yeah, other countries expand. This country expands. Borders look horrible. Yeah, but then we see Seafoam Siberia doing another decent expansion. Then we see this happening, and we see also this happening, and yeah, turns out Seafoam Siberia actually is getting foreign aid. Otherwise, they will not be that powerful. But now we see Korea keeping on with the expansion of Russian Far East. We see Amor catching up with them. See also this pink country. And we see then a treaty signed to divide this final piece. And yeah, Korea and Siphon Siberia get everything. But Korea has to connect their lands. Luckily for them, though, Amor will accept the ultimatum, even though they will lose a lot of the coast. They don't want to like fight. They will let this happen. But yeah, sadly they get integrated because they couldn't keep up and Korea was planning a joke on them. And now yeah, we see Korea and China also Holder, and yeah, it's a very big Korean empire, but turns out they're making a puppet state here in the north, and this is actually helping the Koreans because making a puppet state makes them a bit more stable and able to control the lands they just got. But yeah, we also see China, which is allied with the circles too. Yeah, we see their overseas territory empire expand, did another exploration campaign of the world. They keep doing this because they actually interested in expanding their nation and the leader wants to do stuff. So yeah, all of these islands that you guys see are all of them becoming Chinese. Yeah, that's a lot. So yeah, this is it for now. But they're actually expand the colony they made on the tip of Australia. Don't know if they're there, but yeah, they actually start developing a small colony there, and the Indonesian Federation also does. And this leads to they weren't stable. They still are a bit, and now they have to add another state to the Federation, which is Australia. So yeah, we don't know how much this massive country can last. Oh yeah, we also saw. Yeah, I had to. I lost the map. I had to do it again. I made some mistakes. That's why it's not 100% correct. Yeah. Then we see Galicia colonizing this undiscovered land, and yeah, that's stuff. But now we see Hibernia releasing another country over here. I don't know if they were already independent. Yeah, they do become sovereign nation to help to make the African Union a bit more happy because they still have a massive colonial empire and they want to make it a bit smaller even though they want to keep it. Yeah, the reason they hate on the purple team and all of their allies is because they don't colonize fairly. They don't treat the countries good. That's why it does. Yeah. So yeah, in this timeline, the African Union doesn't collapse. It's a strong country supported by Hibernia. So even if the influence of civil war happened, they will still win thanks to Hibernian help. Yeah, now let's take a look at Korea because oh, this happens. A new small state becomes their own sovereign nation because Korea cannot actually keep them. Yeah, it's not that much, but the Korean Empire is crumbling a bit. They already had to cede some land last episode, but in this one they are actually dying a bit more. They will have this country break away, and a great Indian country is actually interesting. Yeah, they lose some land. They also make another. I will say lime, but there is the lime. Yeah, dark blue. See this dark blue country forming over here. Nope, they will not attack. leader of the anti-colonialist alliance. But yeah, we see slowly but surely. Oh yeah, they're a long country. They have weird borders because yeah, Korea is not a good colonizer. They make another country independent. They basically leave them to die alone. And yeah, it's not that pretty. Hibernia will recruit all of them in the Square Alliance. And yeah, this makes more tensions. So yeah, this is becoming quite chaotic. It's not a world where all nations can coexist peacefully. So yeah, Antarctica isn't on this map, sadly. So we're actually going to see over here something happen because we see Crete deciding to join the circles in the Cold War. And Andalusia will join on with the squares. Yeah. Then, do you guys remember here? Yeah, it's becoming even stranger. The Hittites will have to leave this land and they'll have to give it to Jordan. And Persia will have to leave also this small tip and give it to the blue team. These three countries have been dormant for a long time, but they're slowly gaining power. And they don't seem anti-colonialist. They want to find out what's happening. The Hittites will try to send some spies into Jordan's capital, but they will get intercepted by some Egyptians. And yeah, this is a diplomatic crisis. No World War III happens, like fortunately, and yeah. Actually, see India deciding on a join with the squares after this event to defeat colonialism. But we see Bangladesh joining the circles because they're a heck powerful country. They're the roaring dragon of Southeast Asia. They want to beat India. They want to colonize for some reason. And yeah, this is what is happening. And then one day passes, time passes, and something happens. Peacefully, the red team, no, the blue team and the orange team unite peacefully. No one knows anything because they think it's a peaceful union. This was the plan, they thought. And even though they don't like it, they let it live because they cannot harm. But then, yes, it happened. The old empire has finally formed. Even though it's not as strong as the original timeline, it's still scary. The Hittites are scared because the old empire claims to be the true successor of the Red Team. But the Hittites, after winning World War One, they thought they were. And yeah, this leads to Persia joining in with the circles even more. So the green team is freaked out. They always hate on the red team and they will join the circles for this reason. And yeah, this is a war changing event. Hibernia knows that they might found in this old empire a useful ally. Because yeah, they don't like colonialism. For this region, they're joining the squares. This might be a turning point in the Cold War. To I will end this video here. I don't want to make this too much long. Actually, let's have a final event. Because Australia isn't discovered that much. Let's see like a massive collaboration effort from everyone that makes Australia getting discovered really fast. And yeah, not New Zealand though, only Australia. We'll see the scramble for Australia take place. We will see that the Indonesian Federation is actually getting some land, though it's not that much. We'll see China claiming most of, they will claim a big chunk of Australia for themselves. Then we'll see actually Galicia, which will discover this island. And then they will settle on Australia and they will form their own colony, which is pretty massive. But and yeah, another colonization is happening. Yeah, Indonesian Federation is also joining the circles to save themselves. Yeah. Yeah, then we see another power yet coming. And it's not Hibernia, but it's Korea. Yes, Korea. They will come here through actually conquering some of the Pacific Islands, which makes the Chinese a bit angry, but they can't do anything because they're in the same alliance and they both want to continue to colonize. So, yeah. Yeah, they made a pretty big journey, but they had the money to do it after they released some countries. So, yeah, they will first form a small outpost and then they will like do. Yeah, it's a pretty big chunk. And I say this might be it for today. The rest of the lines we'll see will happen in the next episodes. And I say see you to the next video. This was the last video of Delhi upload week. So yeah, you will see less videos.